Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 7 of Super Paper Mario. Last time, we ventured further into Merly's mansion, where we accidentally broke a vase and Mimi made us into indentured servants. That is, until we used a new pixel, Slim, that we found in the level, to rob her blind of 1 million rubies, and cause her to explode. Then for the final level of the chapter, we then went into Merly's basements, where we ran into Merly. However, it was really Mimi who had taken the form of Merly, and then she transformed into a demonic spider robot creature who chased us around the mansion until we found the real Merly. We did a trivia show, and then we defeated Mimi and got the next pure heart. So anyways, let's get going. We have one less interlude in the game. That's right, there are only 2 interludes that basically involve actual gameplay. The rest of the interludes will be like this, where it's basically just Count Bleck talking to his minions. Yeah, so I just got a brief memo from Mimi. It says, I messed up bad. That's the message entirely, yeah? She failed to best him, even with my gift of power. You could guess, you can predict the future. You have a book that outlines the entirety of the future. You wouldn't know this would happen? A white prognostic is hero, descendants of the ancient tribe. The strength grows. Count Bleck! I beg you, give me the honor of wailing on these Paco Nambly Pamblies. I swear on me whiskers that I spank them like naughty little chirpers, I will. Oh, Chunks, yeah. You think you got all set, you're all set to go. So I guess you finished that report on your own inadequacy that I requested? You see, I just got a wee bit left. I'm working on my conclusion. Yeah, that conclusion. In short, I suck. Yeah, you got to give me a break. Me writing takes time loss, and 1,000 pages be a lot. Hopefully it's... Now, the big question is this, and this is the true gauge of Nastasia's evil and embitterment. Are those pages in Times New Roman, 12-point font, double space, or are they single space? That would be evil if it was single space. And are we talking about 1,000 pages just one-sided, or are we talking 1,000 pages front and back? Knowing Nastasia, that would be front and back. All Chunks, calm yourself. Take a minion timeout. Count Bleck will send... Dementio! Come to me, Count Bleck. I love how Count Bleck and Nastasia, basically, it's like the minions are their kids, basically. Count Bleck, Count Bleck is the good cop, where basically he just encourages his minions, makes them feel special, he's not disciplining them. Meanwhile, Nastasia, she's just going absolutely ham on them, basically, just making O-Chunks write a 1,000-page report on his own inadequacies. Meanwhile, I can just imagine while he was writing that report, Count Bleck, he's just stroking his head. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay, old Chunks. It's okay, you tried your best. You tried your best. I knew you would fail. I knew you would fail. It says on the dark prognosticus. Here's a cookie. Enjoy the cookie, old Chunks. You did well. You did well. And then Nastasia, then when Count Bleck leaves, she sees the cookie. Where did you get that cookie? Who said you could have that cookie? I did not give you permission to have that cookie. But the Count! The Count does not... You don't get cookies from the Count. You don't deserve cookies from the Count. If I don't get a relationship taken to the next level with the Count, then you get no cookie from the Count. If I have to be dry down there, as dry as the old desert down there, then you are suffering with me. And so I ride like a silent windstorm at a kindergarten picnic. You like some playtime, I imagine, Dementio? So you shall have it. But do not disappoint Count Bleck. Dispatch his hero. Your wish is my command. Besides, this fool sounds like an amusing challenge. Now, if there is nothing else, I'll be on my way. Ciao, my Count. Yeah, so, Chunks, can you fill me in on why you're not still writing that report? A report? What are you? Oh yeah. All right. I'm going to get your great. All right. I'm going your great beard tweaker. You're doing well, old Chunks. What do we mean to old Chunks? He's a good man. He's a good boy. He does his job. He tried his best. He failed. He tried his best. What more do you want from the guy? He said he was sorry earlier. This is why we're failing, Count. No offense, but you're too CzarThwomp. Hey, they're good minions. You don't find good minions easily. I mean, look what Bowser did to Cammy. She was a good minion. He just cast her off the side because he did not want to. Because she objected to him spending all their money on Peach's OnlyFans. Count, let me bring you up to speed on the current state of the castle. I still have to root out a few unconverted rogues, but I'll report back soon. Heroes, trying to save these pathetic old worlds. Bleck, says Count Bleck. Their efforts are in vain. No one can stop Count Bleck! Just as no one can ease the tempest that rages in my suffering heart. And then Nastasia, she's like, a Count, I'm right here. Nastasia, no offense, but I don't... Well, you're a good friend. I don't need friendship right now. I kind of need more than friendship. Oh, my head! Where am I? Oh, yeah, now I remember. I was saying Princess Beach, but I screwed it up and... You awake, Green? Yeah, hey there, bad guys. You doing alright? Yeah, we're doing okay. Good to see you made it. Figured he was done. Dude is tougher than he looks. So yeah, kind of awkward. Say, have you guys seen the princess and Bowser and CzarThwomp just bapped? Hooray. Nope, not so much. You're the only one we found lying around here. Hopefully they're both okay. Kill all this moron. Who cares about his friend? Hopefully he's... Yeah, though, frankly, if Bowser heard what that Goomba said, how dare you insult my queen! A million years in the dungeon! No, Lord Bowser! You're gonna end it, save it! You're ending up with Cammy in the dungeon! And then basically... And then that Goomba gets tossed in the dungeon and sees Cammy just... Cammy has a tin cup and she's raking it across the bars. So, what are you in for? I said that Peach was not a queen. You fool. Okay, I have to plug in my iPad because it's down to 10% charge. Hurrah, hooray. This really makes my day. Okay, let me just plug this in. Okay, come on. Gotta get this over. Okay, there we are. Yes, we can figure. Most of the other minions got captured or something. And we're probably next. Why is the dude so calm? We're behind enemy lines. So, Luigi, your buddy, what do you think about maybe getting us out of here? We're thinking maybe you can open a bed for us and we all bail. What you think? No, I couldn't possibly. I've got to save the princess. Man, wow. Did not expect it. All those stories about the great Luigi's daring exploits. We'd heard you were the defender of the helpless. We have no one else. We bought your book. Really? You bought my book? Yeah. We bought it for an exorbitant price. And then meanwhile in their thoughts, yeah, we got from the dumpster, you fool. The great Luigi was a daring defender, me? Then I got no choice. Luigi must spring into action. My fans need me. Oh, you are the best. Man, that was way too easy. What a sucker. We're right behind you, but the second the going gets rough, we bail. Then follow me, brave Goombas. Here we go. Anyways, Luigi. He can jump a lot higher than Mario, as you can see. I mean, look how high Luigi's jumping. Just really, look at that. Yeah, though, as you can see, Luigi can't even duck in this portion of the game. Yeah, we can't go over this way because there's nothing else for us. Okay, let's go down here. Okay. run over here. Yeah, as you can see, Luigi also moves a little faster than Mario, though he does take a little time to stop, just like how he is in normal Mario platformers. Okay, come on. Almost there. Too bad we don't have Dashiell. Great, Luigi, wait for us! Uh-oh, looks like the end of the line here. Oh boy.
Oh boy, looks like you're right. Well, now what do we do?
Should we look for another way out maybe? This guy's useless. If we say put somebody, he's definitely going to spawn. Gazort! Hey, Bleck! Gary, no! Sorry. Okay. Okay, there we go. I've been looking all over for you. You! Yeah, you're that guy who really was a team player back at the wing. Sorry, I thought the Goomba was talking. You're gonna need a little disciplinary action. I think so. Let's get started, Yeah, you know, because of you, I didn't get the bouquet. You know, really? I need that bouquet. I need everything that I could get. Frankly, look at what I'm dealing with. The love of my life. He is obsessed with his dead girlfriend. Really. How many times I've had to hear about his dead girlfriend? Dead girlfriend this, dead girlfriend that. My dead girlfriend could rock that outfit better than you, Nastasia. Oh man, for Gary. Alright, it's time for me to Goomba up. Hey lady, got room for one more on your team? Yes, the proudest Goomba in the entirety of Bowser's army.
What? Hey, wait a second. What are you doing?
What's it look like, genius? I'm getting with the winning team. Yeah, good call. Love the enthusiasm there. Go ahead and swear you're, you know, undying loyal to the count and you're on board. Hey, count me in, lady. Here we go. Count. Here we go. Love that count.
You dirty traitor!
Okay, guys. New agenda. Hold this fool down so I can get his priorities on track. Yes, ma'am.
No, Mario, where are you? Help!
And unfortunately, because this is pre-Year of Luigi, Luigi just gets absolutely screwed. He is not saved like Peaches.
You're late. Did something happen?
Yes, my father caught me sneaking out to the castle. Wasn't easy after that.
I was worried you wouldn't come.
You are a strange girl. You know what I am, and yet you do not seem afraid.
I don't care what you are. I just wanted to see you. Is that so wrong?
No, of course not. I wanted to see you too.
Lumiere, do you mind if I sit next to you?
Please do, Tiffany. Let's return to our conversation. I must know more of you.
Oh, welcome back, friends! How was your journey this time? Did you find Merly and obtain the pure heart? Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we did.
Merly said that we would need the power of 4 heroes to save the world. Yes, Merly said that. Oh, is that so? There is more than one hero. Well, if Mario and Peach are 2 such heroes, then you still need 2 more. Look, over there! The void has grown! I fear that our time grows short, my dear friends. I will return to the Lord Prognosticus, you young ones. You seek the next tall pillar. But first, allow me to tell you something that mystical book has already divulged to me. One person will determine whether the light or dark Prognosticus predicts truly. Both books refer to him as the Man in Green, but I know not what this means.
How do you know what the Dark Prognosticus says if it's been in Count Bleck's possession this entire time?
I must return to my studies to solve this conundrum.
Okay, anyways. Phew, for a second I thought my game was acting up. Anyways. thanks to Boomer, thanks to Boomer and Slim, we can now get to the next heart pillar. And in fact, we are actually near the next one. Basically, we needed Slim in order to reach it, but now that we have the pure heart, as well as him, we can now get there. Okay, let's get a move on, shall we? Okay, thanks to Dashel, it should be no effort for us to get back to that area. Head on down. Okay, jump. Okay, another one down. Yeah, they restored the blocks on the pipe. They felt we were too powerful otherwise. And here. Okay, boom. Take that. Yeah, we'll be dealing with that block later on. Slim. That way we can slip through here. And okay, anyways, now we can move on to my favorite chapter in the game. And it is my favorite for so many reasons. It has my favorite levels, and it has my favorite boss in the Paper Mario series. Okay, let's get Dashel out. In we go. Mario and his new friends open the door, unsure of what they would find. All the while, Merly's words about finding the other two heroes rang in their minds. Were these other two heroes somewhere in this new world? If not, where? Meanwhile, the creeping void grew larger in the skies above Flipside. The hopes of all worlds rested on the heroes finding the next pure heart. Chapter 3-1. When geeks attack. Yeah, you know we're in for a treat when we get when the first level is titled that.
So this is where that door leads. I suppose the next pure heart must be nearby. That's odd. I can feel it nearby, but where could it be? Well, Hi, technical! I caught a super rare pixelated butterfly! My friends at digibutter.ner are going to freak when they get word of this find! I must bring it home. I can't miss this week's episode of the Grotus Chronicles! Yeah, now I can just imagine Grotus. Oh, dear. Yeah, I can just imagine Grotus after basically turning over a new leaf. He basically starts up his own show with Crump as his co-creator. And then they go to a convention and they see their fans. And it's essentially just France. It's just Francis right here. And Grotus. This is seriously our fan. This is our #1 fan. What have we done wrong, Crump? What have we done wrong? That is it. We're back on the wagon. We are trying to take over the world again. Call the X-Nauts. We are reborn the group. Oh yeah, I'm getting the ship. And then they head back up to the moon. Techie's like, it is a wonderful day. I get to finally look at Peach's OnlyFans in peace. And Gross, he just bursts in. Tech! Grotus! What are you doing here? We are starting from scratch. Find a new demon. We are going to start from scratch and take over the world. No, please, no. Our fans are nerds. No way am I going to trust my digital recorder meow to tape an episode so epic. This is so high technical.
And then Mario is just absolutely flabbergasted. Mario just cannot comprehend. Whoa, we're kidnapped. All the despair, the awful spectacle of it all. The shocking scene occurred right before my very own tender eyes. Well, I guess that's a wrap for that pixel. Now that freak Francis has got her. The Bitlands. Whoa. Who's this guy? A friend of the butterfly girl that got nabbed? Well, that's a pity. That geek that grabbed her, Francis, basically the nerd to end all nerds. Plus, he's got this thing for butterflies, and well, all things nerdy too. Don't even get me started on his internet history. You do not want to look at that internet history. You will never see butterflies the same way ever again. You will be left traumatized for life. You are going to need so much therapy. If he gets his sweaty mitts on something he likes, there's no getting back. Hey now, don't lump everyone with hyperhidrosis into the same league as Francis, okay? A lot of people who have hyperhidrosis live very fulfilling lives. And I'm not saying that just because I have hyperhidrosis. Seriously, my hands are sweating right now, even though I'm not that hot. It's absolutely miserable. Basically, the thing when you have hyperhidrosis, basically, everything becomes greasy, everything becomes wet. And everything slips out of your hands. And when you hold paper, it feels like that paper melts in your grass. You feel like Heat Miser. He collects stuff and keeps in his big fantasy fortress. It's like geek paradise. Whoa now, you want to know where Francis is? Well, if you go all the way down ahead for miles and miles, you'll find it. You're not thinking of infiltrating the Nerdland and rescuing her, are you? Look, nobody likes having the butterfly kidnapped by a geek, but it's dangerous. Still set on it, eh? Well, at the moment, I think I got something in my eye. Listen, let me give you some travel tips. You listen good. All I got for you is 3 critical tips, so remember all of them. Here's your first tip. A bunch of no-glass jokes are holed up in this castle up ahead. For some reason, they're building a bunch of statues of some princess. It's weird, it's disturbing, and I want nothing to do with it. It ain't gonna be easy getting past them, but here's the juice. It's an old castle. You do your thing with that red X mark, and maybe something will happen for you. Now for my second tip. If you somehow pass those clouds in the castle, you'll see an ocean. Can't miss it. A scary sea monster lives there. The beast is huge and cranky. But if you dose its red flipper things, something good is bound to happen. And here's the last tip. Once you swim your way through that ocean, you'll see a humongous tree. There's a huge gorge on the other side. There's no jumping across it. Look for the red wind and do something with it. Then you can get across. Got that? Good. You be careful now. If by some crazy chance you do save her, come back and tell me how you did it. Anyways, we can't get that pixel just yet, but he will be a useful ally. Anyways, as you can see, we cannot do anything with Tippi because, well, we don't have Tippi. But we do have our other pixel. Anyways, as you can see, the Koopa Troopas here are not brainwashed. So yeah, these are actually Bowser's minions. So you can probably guess who's also here. Turtley Leaf. I don't need a Turtley Leaf. Okay, anyways. I have always loved this level. It is such a fun level. Okay. Anyways, I think this is the way forward. Yeah, the main thing we're looking for is basically a pit that has two markers. Okay. Yeah, just ram them all down. Yeah, you can't pause one in this state, unfortunately. Anyways, I want to go back and get that item, because that is a very handy item. That card item back there, that is known as a Card Catcher SP. Essentially, you saw how in the Pale 100 Trials, basically, I gained a Clever card. Well, that's because I used an item known as a catch card. Basically, a catch card is like a Pokeball, or the trophy stand in Smash Bros. Brawl. where basically you use it and you can basically just get a card. Some cards can only be obtained through the card catcher. I think the Magic Koopa card, for instance, is one such card. You can also get a bunch of other cards. What the heck was happening there? Okay. Oh, come on. Thankfully, Peach is all the more useful to use with Dashiell because it makes her go a little faster and just makes it where she can easily just glide across longer distances. Okay. Let me grab that. Oh, come on. Okay, and there we go. Catch card SB. I'm going to be getting rid of the shell because, frankly, I'm never going to use it. This is basically just a mobile Koopa shell. So, yeah. Not exactly the most useful of items. Okay. Let's go over here. No, no, don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. No! I am lazy! Okay. There. I'm not gonna risk it even more. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the more open-ended levels in the game. Yeah, thankfully, we can just rush through. Thank you, Dashiell, for making Peach much faster. Okay, let's go. And this is a fun room. Essentially, that Koopa, he gets scared, and so he gets a Megastar of his own. And he unites with the Koopas to form an invincible being. Okay, so anyways, you're only hoping to beat that guy. Grab a star of your own. And fight fire with fire. Charge! Okay, let's take these guys out. Okay, fall in between the red pipes. Yes, that tells you exactly what we need to do. Read the sign backwards. Okay, yeah, the only way we can get out is via that switch. Thankfully, we have Dashiell to make things a lot better for us. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, I may have taken the long way. Okay. Let me get Peach out. Come on. No, I wanted to jump. Yeah, I can clear the pit 100 trials, but I can't clear that pit. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, well, toss out that. Use the Shroom Shake. Heal. Grab that one. Okay, let's defeat the Goomba. Okay, good. Okay. Why am I doing that when I can just go as Mario? Okay. Nice. Okay, let me get on there. Okay, welcome to the warp zone. And welcome to the end of the level. We're gonna want to get Boomer out. And halt! Yeah, you! This is Bowser's castle, and his barreliness doesn't like jobs like you kicking up the place. And not to mention, it's not ready for visitors. We're trying to build the giant effigies of Peach, who are trying to make the land in her image. There is no OnlyFans here, so Lord Bowser's got to, flipping out. So it's up to us to build OnlyFans. We're making it out of stone blocks. You're about to get a complimenting nose job, courtesy of Michelle. Come on out, fellas. Yeah. Come on and get some. Yeah, I could just easily run across here. Boom. And there we go.
Yo! Bruh! Please tell me someone did just blow up my awesome lair. And after I just put up the Peach pictures, at least the ones I made out of driftwood. Hey! I know that sounds from somewhere. Mario and Princess Peach! Hallelujah! We're saved! We don't need OnlyFans. Don't worry, fellas. We don't need OnlyFans because the OnlyFans has come to us. Peach, let me stroke your hair, please. My sanity has been absolutely depleted. I've been trying to build statues of you out of stone and curvy driftwood. Only the curviest and thickest for you. Why do I always have to do that? That's like the 100th time you showed up at my castle and screwed everything up! Bruh! That's right, that's only part of the stone that we've been using for the Peach statues! But now you've forged the pain, Mario! No more sequels, it's gonna end right here, right now, once and for all!
Anyways, Bowser, he will detonate Boomer. And Bowser is a spiked enemy. So basically, your only option is to just blast him. And meanwhile, Peach is just standing there flabbergasted thinking, I have to rethink my life choices.
No, I hate Mario. It's not fair.
Mario? Are you okay?
Ah, Princess Peach! My lovely wife! Now we can finally consummate the marriage! Mario, step off to the side! But no, I'm not leaving you alone with her! Who said anything about leaving her alone with her? Being alone with her? I want you to watch, Mario! It will turn me on so much if you see me consummate my marriage with Peach! My ultimate sign of victory! After all, a glorious event like that needs to be witnessed by someone. Feel honored, Mario. You get to be the cuck of my marriage.
Your wife?
What? Are you kidding me? How could you forget our big day? Count Bleck consummated the marriage. That assistant lady, that scary assistant lady, she was just glaring at us and grinding her teeth. The Count gave us a $40 gift card to the Gap. How could you hate? How could you forget?
That sham was not a wedding.
It was to me. I even have the wedding. So I even have a wedding license.
Bowser, that is, I married Peach. Peach is my wife, written on a napkin. It's even in your handwriting, and you didn't even spell Mary right. What are you doing here anyway, Bowser?
How should I know? I was locked up in Count Bleck's stupid castle. When all of a sudden, bam! Me and the minions wake up face down in this field. Then we found this awesome castle, and I thought, why not make myself a lair?
Well, you see, Bowser, we really need your help. Why don't you come with us?
Wait, what? Bleck got married just to make a chaos lord so that he could destroy the world? That doesn't answer the big question. Is it official? Is he a justice of the peace? Did he get his master's license on the interweb?
Yes, and that's why we need you to help us find the pure hearts.
No, I don't wanna. I think about it if it was for you, but there's no way I'm helping Mario. How much does he donate to your OnlyFans, Peach? How much does he donate?
That's how important, Bowser.
How much?
10 coins more than you.
Damn it!
We don't have time for you to be a big baby about this. Come on, Bowser, please.
But I'm Bowser. I only simp for you, Peach. I don't simp for the universe. I'm a grade A, 100% Prime Cup final boss. I'm going to take over this world any day now. No way I'm helping Mario. He's always trashing my awesome plans.
Please, for me?
No, I don't wanna. What do you say? If the world ends, there's not gonna be any world for me to rule, and more importantly, there's not gonna be any OnlyFans that I can look at for Peach. Oh, we gotta stop this.
And what will happen to your poor minions who are called by Count Bleck? They've been brainwashed, and now they do his evil bidding, not your evil bidding. Now they are donating all their tax money to him so that he can give it to my OnlyFans.
What? He's on your OnlyFans?
Yes, Big Blecky.
No! No!
And then meanwhile, Count Bleck. Oh yes, she has gold shin pics. Oh, those shins, wow. Oh, yeah, mama. Seriously, Count Bleck? Seriously? You tell me how you don't want to get in a serious relationship because of your dead girlfriend. How I am your good friend, and yet you're going on her OnlyFans? Nastasia, I am not trying to get into a relationship with Princess Peach, and why should you care? You're like a sister to me. Now your minions will have to toil under a different cruel and merciless master. Yeah, meanwhile, Count Bleck, he goes every day to the minions, and he basically tells them one by one how they're all doing a good job. Good job, Goomba 1. Good job, Goomba 2. Goomba 3, I didn't forget about you. Goomba 4, keep up the good work. Goomba 5, I'm liking what you're doing with that waddle. And then Count Bleck, just each time he says a compliment, he kisses the Goomba on the forehead.
But, why you? Ah! Fine, I'll join your stupid quest. You happy? But in exchange, I get to sniff Peach's hair after every other chapter.
Once every chapter.
Once every three levels.
Every 2 chapters, take it or leave it, Bowser. Oh, thank you, Bowser. You're so sweet.
No, I'm not sweet. I'm not being Mario just to save a bunch of worlds. I'm doing it to save OnlyFans. I'm only doing it so I can rule someday. So don't get all cuddly with me, Mario.
All right, Bowser, you big sweetie. Bowser joined your party. When controlling Bowser, press down on the D-pad to breathe fire on your enemies. His breath is ferocious, so use it to drop any enemy that stands in your way. Lord Bowser! Your crabbiness, are you leaving us?
Well, oh yeah, minions, hold on the fort until I return.
Your lie is safe with us, sir. Oh, sir, it seems that Count Bleck is brainwashed some of your loyal hench people. They're probably going to be forced to attack you, so feel free to dole out punishments. Of course, we'd love to come along and defend you, but you know we just get in the way, your heinousness. Why would that count for us?
Yeah, anyone who wears a cape and a monocle is just begging for a beating. I'm gonna beat that nerd. What, he thinks that he's better than me? He thinks he can donate more money to Peach than me? It's not about how much you donate. It's about what you do with those donations and the comments you write with it.
Long live King Bowser! We'll miss you your earliest party!
Oh, you guys. Fine, come on, let's get your stupid precious heart or whatever you call it. I said move it!
Anyways, Bowser, as you can see in the attack stats, he actually has double the attack of Mario and Peach. And if you use Boomer with Bowser, you deal double damage on top of that. So we can dish out 24 damage with a single attack. However, as you can guess, Bowser moves very slow, and he has a very big hitbox. I mean, even if you go Dashel, Bowser doesn't move all that fast. End of chapter! And with that, I think now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.